Did all of that. Just remember, I got to do something else. One last thing before we even get started, bro. That's the crazy part. Like, don't don't you hate when you're me?
Oh, absolutely.
Like, all right, hold on. 1, 2, 3. All right, there we go. However, comma. Now that that's set, that's put all in the past. What's good, Tar Heel Nation? It is your boy, Tornado McCray, Myron McCray. Some of y'all know me as the captain of the Hooligan Express on this side of the Mississippi River and the Mississippi Valley and everything that's in between, the Appalachians, the Rocky Mountains, the Dolomites and all these things. And that gentleman over there is the proficient procrastinator, my co-host. Introduce yourself, people, to the people who don't know you.
What's good? What's happening? How you living? It's your boy Ricebox 26. We here with another North Carolina Live. What has been up this week? There's been a lot going on in the airwaves.
I mean,
some old, some bothered, some cold.
I mean, we got new hire orientation going on.
We do got a couple of new hires. Maybe.
You seem bothered, man. It's Christmas week. We got 2 days before Santa makes his run. Everybody getting everything situated. Santa, you still owe me that go-kart from when I was 5. Don't think I forgot.
Well, the reason why I'm not like woohoo about it right now is mainly just because it's not set in stone just yet. They haven't finished all the details. Says go Buckeyes. Y'all know what it is. We want to show the ACC in Miami. There's levels to this. So,
Steve, if you don't get out of there,
hope that's true.
You know what?
Let's hope that's true. If y'all play the same way y'all played against Indiana.
Nah. Let them lose to Miami and watch you go on hiatus for 3 weeks. Letting them lose to Miami. That man is going on hiatus for 3 weeks. I'm calling it now.
Because he's going to avoid us for 3 weeks. He's not coming back.
You notice he's been like this the last 3 weeks?
Oh yeah, that man's been peeking the whole time. Look at
that man is literally just. As soon as they lost to Indiana, he ain't popped up.
Because I saw that comment that you left on one of the videos. I saw that. You thought she was slick. You thought nobody was gonna see you. We saw you. I saw
that man sitting there like, maybe if I just pop up, if I would just pop out and show y'all once in a while, it'll be okay.
Because I'm just gonna come in here and talk some smack real quick, then I'm gonna leave. Hopefully they ain't see me.
Right. Crazy as
acting like we don't, and like we won't put the comment on the screen. We know you here.
Listen,
we know you. Only got 200. We know you be coming in here.
We only got 245 subs. We gonna see who leaves a comment.
And if we don't, we ignored it.
That part. Let it be known. But man, big elephant in the room now has been set in stone.
My guys, y'all hilarious.
has been set in stone. For those who don't
share
know,
the hilarity with your friends, Steve, co-workers, all of them. Let them know we
tell them. Subscribe. We've been at 245 for a little minute, man. Somebody, anybody. And also, we got to get better at promoting this thing on multiple platforms. I know that for a fact.
You can catch it?
I don't know. What part are you at? Oh, you talking about the sideline catch?
Yeah, that 4th and 7.
I'm just now seeing it. But sir, we got a show. We got a show for our own.
Oh, wait a minute. Anyway.
You know what? Here's the bad part. I can't be mad because this was exactly me during the NBA playoffs when the Pacers are playing. And I remember the spaz out I had when the Pacers were playing. He caught that.
Anyway, but yeah, he caught that. But so North Carolina's going to hire Bobby Petrino. And honestly, I'm excited for next season. I'm excited to see what happens. Am I sold that this is going to fix the problem? Not yet.
You want my honest answer?
What's your honest answer?
I think they did this too quickly. I think they hired an OC too quickly and didn't see all their available options of who may have came in. I'm not mad at Bobby Petrino. I'm not mad at it. You definitely could have went worse, like rehiring Freddie Kitchens or keeping him on. So I'm not mad at that. I'm just saying the firing of Freddie Kitchens and then the hiring of Petrino felt like they were just whoever was the best first available option, they just went with and didn't weigh out all the options of who they have because you got Bob Petrino coming from Arkansas. No shade to Petrino, but you're coming from Arkansas. My own assumption, granted, I know North Carolina was Garbaggio for most of the year. I will put that into account.
Mhm.
I, under my own assumption, would think Bill and Lombardi would have tried to go get an OC that could pull more recruits changing somewhere. Because I don't hear too many players committing to Arkansas that don't have ties to Arkansas like that, or aren't trying to get out of like a small town, small spot neighborhood in that regard. So to me, if, for example, there are some kids who are like, yo, I like Coach Petrino's offense. I like the way he runs things, so on and so forth.
OC and head coach combined 146 years old. This is true.
That's true.
They old.
They
They
old.
old. It is very true. And to tell you the
In
truth,
my
I have a side article that we'll talk about later that has something to do with that.
Yeah, so in my head, it's one of those things where because you're trying to pull together this offense and you're in the transfer portal window right now, I would have thought you would try to get a coach who has a more prolific grab of recruits. Like more recruits want to go play for that system or play for that coach, play for that style. Kids are going to see Bobby Petrino and they're going to be like, okay, where a lot of the youngins, where was his last school? Arkansas, before they even look at what the offense
Arkansas
did.
scored a lot of points this year. That defense was terrible, though.
Again, and what I was about to literally just say, before people look at what the offense did, they're going to look at Arkansas's overall record first. They're not going to look. That's the first thing they'll see.
Okay.
Arkansas 2-10, and then the diehards are going to be like, okay, let me go look at what the offense did. Those you can still get to commit and switch over. But I'm saying on a general sense, I feel as though had it been a more mid-level, like if we got an OC from 6-6 school, I think that would have done better numbers in terms of this transfer portal window. That's why
I don't think that. I don't agree with any of what you just said.
I mean, you don't got to.
Well, I wouldn't say any. I agree with the idea of the possibility of there being another coach that might pull some more recruits. But what you're wanting is a offensive coordinator that will put up enough of a show during the season that's going to pull more recruits. Because we'll talk about this number wise. One, Arkansas finished 4th in the SEC this year. Like as an overall, they were 4th in the SEC this year. Compared to last year when they had who was it? Jimbo Fisher. Last year, they were 2-10. They were terrible the year before, like last year, before Petrino took over. It was a terrible offense last year. So he went from taking that team last year, because they were ranked 25th in point scoring nationally when he had Texas A&M last year.
You said Arkansas, the Razorbacks.
Yep, finished 4th in the SEC.
In what?
I don't know. It just said 4th in the SEC in the article. It ain't really explain that.
The reason why I'm saying that, I'm looking at it right now. They went 0-8 in the SEC this year.
I mean, that's fine. Like I said, that defense was garbage. like Quan said earlier.
But that's what I'm saying.
It's not. But we're not looking at it when it comes down to he did his job. His team put up average 32.9 points a game and 54.8 yards per game this season. They were one of the best offenses ranked this season. However, yeah, because your defense couldn't stop a cold behind a glass screen, there's not much you can say. So yeah, you can put up a bunch of points, but if your defense can't stop somebody else from doing the same thing, what are we talking about? And on top of that, they fired their head coach on top of that.
And I get
So
that.
he came in as an interim head coach as well. So like the offense still did what it was supposed to do. So him as an OC, he did his job.
And like I said,
and on top of that, the other thing for him is he doesn't have direct ties to Belichick either. So this is a guy that has no direct connection to Belichick. Yeah, he has some connections to other people on the staff, but it's not one of those, oh, this is one of Belichick's friends, let's hire him for this. This is, okay, we looked at his resume, we looked at the numbers his offense put up. We need somebody that can develop quarterbacks. Because speaking on that, Lamar Jackson is one of the quarterbacks Petrino developed. So that's on his resume, and we see where Lamar Jackson is at. So we can see what he can do with a mobile quarterback. Now, before you say anything, because I know you're going to. At the end of the day, this list is also a list of at least 4 NFL quarterbacks. Now, did they all start? Did they all be successful? No. I'm not going to sit here and say they were. But 3 out of the 4 of them also aren't mobile quarterbacks. So, because you can't sit here and say Jake Plumlee is, you can't say Ryan Mallett is. No, honestly, I don't even remember who Taylor Green was.
So Taylor Green, I don't even know, bro. So I was just going to, well, you said 4. That's why I immediately went and looked at where they finished in the SEC. And their overall record being 2-10, to me, it coincides with the point earlier of just, it doesn't look pretty. Now, granted, I didn't know Arkansas's whole ins and outs. I just knew they were bad. Overall.
Arkansas as an overall has been bad. Yeah. But if you're looking at it from getting offensive recruits to a good offense, Petrino is one of those guys that'll bring him in. And on top of that, most of his task right now is being able to develop the quarterback room. That's going to be his main task. And he has a good track record of having good college quarterbacks. Now, what they do in the NFL is up to the NFL at that point. But he has a good track record of having good quarterbacks come out of his system.
And like I said, I was just looking at, like, I didn't know their offense was, because as I'm looking at it, offense 31st in passing yards per game, 25th in rushing yards per game, and like you said, tied for 24th in points scored at 32.9. Definitely a lot better than the offense we had. Night and day, clear as day.
And then talking track record wise, like I said, because he had Texas A&M after they fired Jimbo Fisher last year, or in 2023. He moved Texas A&M from a garbage offense to 25th in points scored nationally with 33.3 points scored in 23. Now, and we saw that turnaround A&M had offensively coming up to that point.
And I'll say, again, to Petrino's defense, I'm not mad at the hiring of Petrino. Do I think Petrino would have been available after Christmas and you could have waited a whole nother weekend? Yes. I don't think anybody, and that's largely in part due to Arkansas looking as bad as they did. Now Petrino, all of that is not on him. Let me please preface that. Like you said, head coach got fired in the middle of the season. He was given a dumpster fire from OC to head coach, trying to figure it out. He was given, bro was just trying to salvage something. And as I'm looking at it, offensive only, I can't talk bad about the man because there's only 1, 2, 3 games where this man put up less than 25 points. Actually, 3 games where he put up less than 30. And I can't knock the man for offensively speaking. I'm just saying I think UNC could have waited it out.
And to your argument, I don't know, because so my thing is, with Petrino being as good of an OC as he is and having the track record of being able to turn offenses around, there's a couple of questions that's on the board here. One, how many, what other teams do you know that would have had an OC that's available for hire next week. That's as good as Petrino, if not at least not close to. Because I don't know any 6-6 teams right now, or 6-win teams that's just firing their OCs right now. Maybe Clemson. Clemson might have, but he's not a good OC. Me and you can agree with that.
Yeah, I'll agree. Clemson
So
OC ain't good.
I don't. So I think that's the other thing was there was less of a chance of you getting a good OC, despite they had 6, 7 wins. But in some of these cases, some of these 6 and 7 win teams didn't win because the offense was good. But like I said, but to your argument, I get it. Yeah, I was like, yeah, could we have possibly waited till after next week? Possibly.
I just
and like I said, and even right now, it's not 100% set in stone that they've gotten everything said and done with, because they're still going through contract stuff, so on and so forth. So something could change between now and next week.
Because it's like,
but like now we know that Bobby's agreed to be the OC, and we know that they're working on getting his contract and all that. So there's still some stuff that they need to get through and get ironed out. But as of right now, that's Bobby Petrino's the hire as of right now.
Yeah, because
like as of yesterday, he's who they're gonna hire.
Oh dang!
So
I think his son took a step down.
His son took an OC spot with Coastal Carolina.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. His son went down to Coastal, and his son was at Missouri State, so he kind of took a step down, just a little bit. But I'm looking at this list, and I would have to look at the numbers themselves. But for example, Oregon's coordinator this year, Will Stein, he's getting replaced for 2026. That's probably though he's about to get a head coaching job, I would assume.
Probably because Arkansas ended up hiring Ryan Silverfield from Memphis. Mm-hmm. And I think that was the OC from Memphis. I think
A&M's current coordinator, Colin Klein, I think he's probably about to get a head coaching job soon because they say he's been replaced for 26.
Let's see.
I ain't gonna lie, the Tulane offensive coordinator is getting replaced, and they haven't said where he's going. So that could be one. See how he does.
I mean, yeah, that could have been an option.
Could have been an option. But I get the point because there's always that caveat of, hey, you don't know what team is going to let go of what coordinators. Again, at the end of the day, I think could they have waited a little bit longer just to see who else could they get? Yeah, but also you don't want to wait too long and somebody else give Bobby Petrino a better deal or a bigger school with a better situation come along. Because what you would hate, for example, let's say old boy who was at Virginia, who was at Penn State, now at Virginia Tech. We'd hate it if he came in and was like, oh, Petrino's available, let's go get Petrino and offer a better situation.
And tell you true, you know what's funny about that? There was also rumor that James Franklin was looking at Bobby Petrino.
Exactly.
So basically, this also could have been a move up, but we're not going to let Virginia take him. Or Virginia, we're not going to let Virginia Tech take him.
If that's the play, if that's the play, I'm all for it. If that's the play, keep him from lock him up now to keep him from somewhere else, then cool. Do I think it could have waited? Yes. But if you knew that team like Virginia Tech or somebody else in the ACC was like, hey, yo, we eyeing Petrino and we about to throw a bag at him. If y'all don't do it quick enough, then, I mean, by all means, do what you got to do.
So
I guess to me, it's just that age-old thing that we were always taught, like, don't jump at the first option.
Yeah, like don't jump is like just because it looks good as a first option doesn't mean that needs to be your
don't
first option.
Just don't take the very first offer. You know what I mean?
Right, because it's also one of those. Because it's also a mixture of one of those. Okay, you also don't want to miss out on a good opportunity either. So like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. So remember how I said they were like I had a side article that kind of went hand in hand with the 146-year-old comment, right? So,
oh God.
So it's from the Daily Mail. I'm gonna tell you that first.
The Daily Mail.
The Daily Mail. I'm gonna tell you the name. I'm gonna tell you the headline, and you tell me what you tell me your opinion on just the headline. Headline is Bill Belichick turns to college coach 64 whose affair with 25-year-old was exposed by horror bike crash.
What? Hey, yo, wait a minute. What? Affair with 25-year-old exposed horror bike. Wait a minute.
Exposed by a horrible bike crash.
So Petrino had an affair with a 24-year-old, and it only got ousted because they got into a bike crash where the 24-year-old got into a bike crash.
This happened in 2012. No, he got injured. It was in 2012. He got fired from Arkansas because he had a extramarital affair with a former volleyball player at Arkansas. So here's the thing. Controversial football coach Bobby Petrino is reportedly set to join Belichick's staff at UNC. Petrino, who has worked as head coach at Arkansas, Louisville, and the Atlanta Falcons, is set to become the Tar Heels' new offensive coordinator. Yeah, he was on our coaching staff at one point, according to reports.
Not even that. I'll tell you what my jaw dropped for just for a second. Continue.
Belichick is looking to right the ship after a nightmare first season in Chapel Hill, which saw UNC finish 4-8, while his relationship with 24-year-old Jordan Hudson dominated headlines. Now he turns Petrino, who has been at the center of his own college football scandal involving a young woman. The 64-year-old father of four was fired by Arkansas in 2012 when it was discovered he had an affair with a former volleyball player whom he then hired and gave a $20,000 gift. The affair came to light after a motorcycle crash, which left Petrino, who married wife Becky in 1985, with a neck injury and scars across his face. He first told police officers that he was alone on his bike, but it was soon revealed that the coach had a passenger, 25-year-old Jessica Durrell. From there, Durrell's naughty history with Petrino was quickly exposed, and that's naughty with a K. Was quickly exposed. The former volleyball player had been hired by the football program under Petrino. So can Petrino bring Traylon Green if he can? You definitely talking about a good offense then. Maybe. That's a possibility.
I got comments in the
same. Hired into the program under Petrino, who had gifted her $20,000, which she used to buy a car. Petrino was later fired for cause. Petrino taking over for a brief spell with the Falcons, but that also ended in controversial circumstances. Back in 2007, midway through his first season in Atlanta, the head coach resigned in order to return to college football. He informed his players by leaving a 78-word letter in their lockers.
Wait, wasn't that that was the first year Vic was in jail?
2007?
Yeah.
Because that was that was real rough years.
Yeah, because y'all drafted Matt Ryan in 2008.
Yeah, that was the Joey Horn years.
Oh, I got comments. I got statements. I got things to say once you finish.
So yeah, it was
Oh, you finished?
So that was pretty much it. The rest of it just goes into details about the team, about UNC.
Hey, you ready? You ready for this?
Yeah.
First things first. Birds of a feather.
Together.
Number 2. Petrino walked so Sharon Moore could run. Number 3. Arkansas, y'all hired this man back?
It was 13, it was 11 years later. It was 11 years later. They got over it.
Bro, nah. This
They got over
man had extramarital affairs with a volleyball player there, gave away money, 20 bands to do it. And y'all said, you know, we suck so bad. 10 years is enough. We'll hire you back.
Remember, former volleyball player. And it was a $20,000
I feel like she was former when they got caught. She wasn't former when they started.
Probably not.
She was former when they got caught. She wasn't former when they started.
That is a very fair point.
But my thing is this, bro. Bill Belichick, of all the people you could have hired. Now that I'm looking about it, I forgot about that. Because I remember shades of Bobby Petrino like leaving Arkansas for a reason, but I never knew why, because it was Arkansas. I ain't paying attention to them. You know what I mean? Only time I paid attention to Arkansas was when Adrian Peterson was their running back. That was the only time.
Like my thing is, and
bro,
my biggest question is when, like, and we'll take the Moore situation too. Is like, bro, why the employee? Why they got to be your employee? Why can't it be like the girl at the grocery store down the street or something?
Because
why it got to be within the industry that pays you all this money you get paid? Like why?
Because I could take you away from all this. I could protect you. I could take you away from all of this. I could put money in your pocket. I could do things. I can give you access to things you ain't never believed, girl. Just trust me.
And you know what's funny? You know what's funny about that? You know what's funny about that? You can still do that and she not be your employee.
Listen,
you can still do all of that. And
listen, it's Big Bobby. Listen here, Bobby. It's Big P up in the building. You know what I do?
God dang it, Bobby.
Hey, listen, Bobby gets it down.
But yeah, no.
So I don't own you. Get off my purse.
But no, so the upside is about all this is,
oh Lord.
You should have a very big turnaround when it comes down to this offense. Because let's see here, because even according to ESPN, Petrino spent the 2023 season as offensive coordinator at Texas A&M, and while Petrino and then joining Pittman's staff in 24. While with Petrino calling plays, the Razorbacks improved from 107th to 10th nationally in yards per game. Despite going winless in its final 10 games in 2025, Arkansas closed the regular season ranked inside the top 25 nationally in both scoring, total offense, and rushing among FBS programs. So,
really big turnaround. You know how easy of a layup that was for me, and I didn't take it.
I mean, I appreciate you choosing to be the big man.
Like talking about Bobby Petrino, it's like you can have a real big turnaround. I'm just like, that's an easy layup I could take right now. Like I could make a joke there. I can. That's right there.
So yeah, now, but to James's question earlier, if he can bring Taylor Green, wonderful. If he can't bring Taylor Green, then I'm hoping Travis or what was the other one?
Which one? Oh, the kiddos?
Newkirk.
Yeah, Newkirk.
Hoping one of those two be ready by then, because man,
I'm gonna be honest, and like I said it earlier. I don't know who Taylor Green is. I can't recall Taylor Green.
So Taylor Green is Arkansas's quarterback right now.
Right now, okay.
He's a senior.
Taylor, it is no shade to you. I just did not pay attention to Arkansas this year, bro. It is no shade to you. Please don't.
Neither did I. So like I said, he was new to me too. But if we bring him in, because even looking at Taylor Green's numbers right now, because I don't think he's in the portal. But 2,700 yards passing, 19 touchdowns, 11 interceptions with a QBR of 83.7. So like he's top 50 in 3 out of 4 stats.
Hey,
quarterback wise. And then see here. And on top of that, he only played 5 games.
Hey. Can't be
So
mad
so
at
he
that.
wasn't the starter. All the games he played in were in losses, but remember they lost the last 7 games anyway.
I'm about to say they were
So it's
2 and
really
10.
not his fault.
They were
It's
2 and
really
10.
not their
That man
fault.
just said, "I'm gonna go out and ball."
Okay, and he transferred in from Boise State too.
Ooh, nice.
He had a really good year last year. Threw for 3,100 yards last season, 15-9.
Nice.
So that ain't too bad. Now, and most of his stats this year came on the ground too. He ran 139 times for almost 1,000 yards rushing, 777 yards.
Hey, Gio, learn that. But then again, I'm also gonna blame Freddie.
If we bring Taylor Green in, he won't have to.
Learn that. But man, it's gonna be interesting. Only bad part is, and we could call it right now, they're gonna bring up Petrino's past the same way they bring up Bill's current situation, and it's gonna be a mark of controversy. Those two working together, they're gonna media. Some of the media is gonna try and tie that. So I just need media team, not Jordan, the actual media team, to prepare them for it and be ready.